If you rock with the RPC, if you like the content I put, you know what I mean, before you continue, pause this video real quick and type in the words peace, peace in the comment section, man. Let me know that you rock with me, that you ride with me, man. Appreciate that. Oh, off top, Afi Kingdom in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. Trav, hey. What up, what up? Yo, appreciate everybody for coming into the chat, man. Yo, Afi Kingdom, shout out to you. Vincenzo, shout out. Trav, man. Terrell, what up? Jeff Thirsty, TOP, I already seen you off top, man. Top Shaka, what up, man? Appreciate everybody for coming in. Steve B, I am who I am, man. I want to shout out everybody, man. Yeah, this is a special live we doing today, man. We got the one and only Mr. Freeport, aka Professor MGTOW. Now, before he even comes on, you know, I always give him these flowers, man, because I believe in giving dudes their flowers while they're still here, man. So, with that being said, everybody has to know, like, you know, I had a lot of the knowledge that I have now, you know what I'm saying, that I know now, you know, I had it, but you know, I really didn't see it anywhere else, you know what I mean? I kind of felt like I was crazy, you know what I mean? And then I came on to this, you know what I'm saying, to this man's Instagram page, and some of the posts that he was posting, and I found that he had a YouTube page, some of the stuff that he was, videos he was making, it was like, made me feel like, all right, I ain't crazy. Fast forward, you know, he introduced me or posted, you know, something about a book called the Manipulated Man. And long story short, I read that book right there, man. And after that book, I decided to become the Red Pill Chauvinist, man. So I say all that to say, you know, this is the man that inspired me, who helped inspire me to even be on YouTube, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to give him his roses and his respect, man. Mr. Freeport, aka Professor MGTOW, man. What's good, man? How you feeling?
Hey, what's up, brother, man? It's been a while since we've done a show, man. But
Yeah, man.
I appreciate the intro, man. We both have learned a whole lot from each other. And as I tell the guys that I follow and that I talk to in my circle, it was you that actually made me want to change my career up, man. If you would imagine that.
Wow, we're gonna get to that. That's one of the things I'm gonna ask you that. Yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna speak about that also, because you know this whole episode isn't just gonna be about females. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, again, shout out to Afi Kingdom, man. Yeah, top. What up? Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hey, what you know about that Larry though, man?
Oh yeah. Who put me on? Was it?
It probably been Trav, because he out there.
No, the thing is, damn, there's a dude on Instagram called Zach Wood. I forgot his
oh yeah. Gregory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I used to rock with him. We used to communicate through IG, and that's his man's. Oh, he's cool with him. And he used to tell me like, "Yo, fuck with my man's Larry June." And I'm like, all right. You know, I heard a couple songs, but you know, I really wasn't on too tough with it. But you're correct. Trav was the one that instilled it in me, because Trav brought it up again when I went out to Cali, and I was like, "Oh shit, this dude Larry June, yo, this dude is kind of like." You know what I'm saying, laid back player, like that's my kind of move right there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where he's not talking he's talking gangster, but he's not talking that rah gangster. If you really listen to what he's saying, he's really talking that gangster mess. But I like the vernacular that he uses when he talks his gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's
talking about getting his credit up. He talking about traveling. He talking about not getting into foolishness and not falling in love and just
let me tell you,
pretty much focusing on the vision.
One of the lines he said something like, my Jew lawyer said, nah, something buy a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
By a parking lot, yeah.
Yeah, by a parking lot. I was like, oh. Like, I remember driving and that hit me like, yo, I get it. Like, I see that. Like, how come I didn't see that 10 years ago, 15 years ago? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's the wave too. That's the wave, man. We can get into that too.
Yeah, we could get into that too. Absolutely. So you know, the people want. So for those who clicked on this video because of the title, let's get that out the way real quick. You know what I mean? Then we could get to the real deep stuff. Cause you know, me and you, we could get deep. You know what I'm saying? So for those who want to, you know, watch the first 15 minutes of the video, I got you. You know what I'm saying? This is what you want. This is what you're gonna get. But everybody else is ready for the master's class. You know what I mean? Stay afterwards. You know what I mean? For the extra notes. You know what I mean? But so to start off, I called you on because I said I wanted to speak to you about, you know, one of the things you said was, you know, basically, I'm gonna have you explain, but you were basically saying like, you know, don't have a chick take you to the 100th floor. You know what I mean? And then when you first, you know, I didn't know what the hell you're talking about. You know, what do you mean take it to the 100th floor? But once you explained it to me, it was like, I know exactly what he's talking about, yo. And you know, and I'm gonna give you a couple examples once you explain it. But yo, tell the people tell the people how you came up with it and all that. Like, yo, explain the 100th floor theory.
Well, I was actually thinking about it. You know, I always understood about the female nature and some of the emotional warfare they use when it comes to dealing with brothers. But what made me really put those two together is when I was watching the 9/11 Twin Towers documentary, and the people were jumping off the building, but they were waiting to the very last second. You know what I'm saying? Because the fire was there in front of them. They got this huge ass drop, and behind them they got this big ass fire coming on them. So it's like, they waiting to the last second, but they know they got to jump because it's gonna be the only way. It's either burn up slowly or go out on your own terms. At least you fly before you went. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the point of it is that a lot of times women want to take you emotionally to the top floor, meaning the higher you are, the less likely you are to exit that relationship. The more dependent you are on her for her validation, the less likely you are to exit that relationship, because she has gotten you to a place where because you don't validate yourself internally, she's become the source of your validation in your manhood. So she'll give you compliments and, oh, I love you, and you got the biggest dick in the world, and this and that, to boost your ego up, because it's really an ego emotional thing she's trying to grasp on. She's trying to get that ego to a point where you can't naturally have it on your own. So when you identify this high ego, it is always associated with her. And if she leaves, you no longer have that confidence. So that's the type of mindset, the mind games that the woman would do. And that's what taking you to the 100th floor means, letting her elevate your ego past where you naturally have it yourself, where you naturally built it up, and to the point you begin to associate it with her and her works and her personality and her love.
You said a lot right there, brother. You said a lot right there. Like, one of the things that stuck out to me was when you said, a lot of dudes become dependent upon it. You know what I mean? And the reason why they're dependent upon it is because, they don't know thyself. You know what I mean? And like I preach on my channel, to know thyself is to know thy God. You know what I mean? So if they don't know who their God is, then guess what? Freeport? That means their God is being changed. You know what I mean? Now they're worshiping her. You know what I mean? And for me, before I forget, another thing I'll say is, I believe I heard Afi say it. When dudes be breaking up with chicks, or I should say when chicks break up with dudes, or whatever the case may be, when a breakup occurs, it's not the fact that the dude was so in love with her that hurts him so much. It's really an ego break. And that's something else you mentioned. I mean, like, they become so dependent on it, like they don't want their ego broken, or they don't want that source of their ego being fed taken away from them. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do whatever they can. Like you mentioned, a chick will tell you the best I ever had, you're the biggest I ever had. Like, imagine, yo. Okay, let me say this. I'm a quick learner. All right. So the reason why I said, once you told it to me, and I said, yo, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was a lesson that I learned when I was like 16. Okay. Smashing a chick from school, whatever the case may be. And this chick and I had a mutual dude friend, right? Let's call him Brooks, right? So me and Brooks is cool, you know what I'm saying? We both know Shorty, right? Actually, Shorty's actually cooler with Brooks than with me, because I'm just smashing. I mean, I ain't cool with her like that. So long story short, while I'm smashing her, she's telling me I got the big eggplant, you know what I'm saying? Now mind you, when she first told it to me, you know what I'm saying, in my head, you know what I'm saying, I got gassed a little, but I'm like, you know what kept me humble to be 100? You know what I'm saying? Because this channel, we keep it 100, man. What kept me not so gassed is because I knew I wasn't them dudes that I seen on the porns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what kept me kind of like level. You know what I'm saying? So the average chick tell me that, yeah, it did boost my ego. The elevator started going up, but it ain't really go up to the 100th floor. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about getting to the 100th floor. So it could have went to the 100th floor. Most dudes would have went to the 100th floor. Let's say I went to the 70th floor. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So that went down. Long story short, you know what I mean? I ended, stopped smashing Shorty. Now she's over here trying to tell dude like, oh yeah, your man's got a little one. He got a little eggplant. And I'm just
man.
And at 16, I'm trying to process this. Like, yo, hold on. Just like the other day, you were saying XYZ. Now you're saying the complete opposite. Now, which is it? Like, so that right there let me know, like, I can't let a chick, you know what I'm saying, like, control my ego, like how I feel about myself. Like basically, I was giving her, like allowing her to validate whether my joint was big enough or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, what she says shouldn't mean anything. But side story with that, for me to get back at her, my 16-year-old mind, what I contrived was, like I said, we had a mutual friend named Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, Brooks, she saying all that? I said, all right, boom. Because understand, even back then, I mean, I had chicks rolling their eyes back and doing whatever back then, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I told my man Brooks, I said, yo, tell her this. Tell her that I actually had a hidden camera, right? And you had her doing, and I remember she did a particular move while I was smashing, and I described it to him. I said, hey, tell her that you saw her doing XYZ to make it seem like she actually saw a videotape of that shit. So long story short, man, long story short, once she heard that from my man Brooks, man, you know, she got upset, this, that, and the third, but it ended up squashing the beef, man. I think I kind of like taught her a lesson, because ever since then she kind of like wanted me more. And fast forward, once we got into college, I ended up smashing again, this, that, and the third. But I bring that story up to say, don't allow a chick to feed your ego, because that could have took me to 100th floor, right? Boom. She's like, yo, I got a big eggplant. Now I start smashing her. She's saying I got a little eggplant. Guess what happened now, fellas? Now I'm jumping off the 100th floor like, oh, man. Real talk. I'm saying, but I allow her to do that, because, and mind you, I'm the one who cut it off. So I was even nowhere near the 70th floor, which is where she took me the first time she said that to me. I mean, because it is what it is, man. But too many dudes, man, they hear a chick say, you know, you're the best I ever had, and this, that, and the third. Like, nah, man, she trying to gas you up. You got to ask yourself what she trying to get out of you, man.
Facts.
Word.
Absolutely. And a lot of guys in that situation, bro, they would have been done, because, you know, when we talk about the imprint, the female and the male imprint, the male's on is his experiences, you know what I'm saying? And usually his first, you know.
Yo, you still there? Yo.
You able to hear me clearly?
Yeah, I got you now. You back? You back? Yeah, you kind of low right now.
All right, hold on. Let me turn my microphone back on right quick.
Yeah. You sound good right now. Yeah.
Let me hit that mic right quick. My headphones off.
Yeah, man. The side story again with that chick. How I even got her to the crib the first time, man. Like, see, y'all dudes be asking how you get a chick number and this, that, and the third. Now that I'm thinking back now that I brought her up, how I got her to the crib basically was I basically dared her, and I said, yo, I bet you can't suck my dick with honey on it, like with honey. She's like, oh, yes I can. I'm like, nah, yeah, the way your mouth is, you know, it'd probably be too sticky. She's like, yes I can. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. It's like, fine, I'll show you. Come on, man. Yeah. Yo, you still there, Freeport? Nah, yeah, all right. So, Freeport.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, my bad, man. My headset died on me. I was still talking through the Bluetooth.
All right, no doubt. You hear now, man. But yeah, before you just say shout out to the chat, man. Esoteric says sounds like a drug. Yeah, we're getting some feedback on this side there. Like echoing.
On me?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
There's only one God I'm not dating in. Men and women can rarely be friends. Exactly. That's what I talk about too, man. People be thinking that a male and a female can actually be friends. Nah, man.
All right, we in here?
Yeah. You good now? No
all right, man. Yeah. Somebody call me on my phone and switch my Bluetooth off.
Nah, you good now, man. Everything.
All right, sorry about that.
That's so good. But real quick, let me just say, actually, go ahead, finish your point before I don't want you to forget it.
I don't even know what I was talking about, trying to figure this damn headset on. What I was saying?
Hold on. If I could go back, he's talking about basically what I was saying was, you know, you can't allow a chick to feed your ego, take you to the 100th floor. Because if I was at the 100th floor saying that she said I got a big joint, and then at the end when everything was done and over with, you know, I mean, she said I got a little joint. I mean, I'll be jumping off the roof. You know I'm saying, from the 100th floor, man. Right. That's what these dudes be having ego breaks when they break up with these chicks, man. But when you think about it, these chicks really ain't do nothing for them besides giving boxing head, maybe. And the boxing head, don't even all that. The only reason they like it like that because that's the only one they got. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to, bro.
Every two, you know what I'm saying? But hey, what do I know, man? Like LDA said, man, I'm just talking right now, man. Hey, Adelina, you in the building? What up?
Yeah, and it's serious though, because dudes kill himself over a bitch fucking their bitch cheating, bro.
Right.
And like you said, it's the ego, because it's like, okay, she giving the pussy up to somebody else, and that's what make them jump. I know some guys that'll kill themselves over pussy.
Hey, yo, just like Top said in the chat, man, hoes goofy, man. So that's yeah, real talk, Top. That's why I understand dudes how they be goofy over these chicks, man. Like, you know what I'm realizing in my like, I'm 39 now, man. Y'all feel like the more I push females away, the more they want to gravitate to me, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's basically
Yeah.
like the opposite of thirst, man. Like for example, like I said before in one of my videos, I'm gonna drop later on. I'll be talking about how I can't wait to tell females, oh yeah, you know I got and especially when I speak in Spanish, I say amigas when I say friends. Amigas mean female friends. So I'll be telling chicks like, yeah, have friends, in different countries, this and the third. So if we gotta be cool, you know what I mean? Like you gotta be, you gotta be good with that. Or if dudes be like, oh, I don't be traveling, I can't use that. Like I've said before, I had a chick anonymously hit me up for my job on my phone, and I let her know, like, yo, listen, if you want to hop on it, just know I already got, what I'm saying, 3 on the team. If you want to hop on, like, that's what you're gonna have to deal with. She was like, most dudes would be like, oh, then she was like, oh, I don't want to deal with you. Nah, it was the opposite. She was like, yo, as long as you have time for me, then it's all good and this, then and I'm just looking like, yo, the more
That's true.
I do this, I realize chicks is on it, as opposed to, no, I'm single, no, I'm not dealing with anybody right now. Like if I was dealing with you, you'd be the only one. And nah, man, because if you're that dude, then now they're gonna say that you're smothering them. You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas, like, yo, if we say chicks are like felines, chicks are like cats, man, they like to chase, man. They're the ones who should be chasing, really. You know what I mean? Like if you're
Facts.
always calling them, always, like if you got, I got to do my dude, man. Like we used to, let's just say, yeah, he's my man, yo. Cause we got 20 plus years in. Yeah, my man's, yo. Like he's one of my mans who, like, he what we used to say, he's a dude that Jones on the phone. You know what I'm saying? He'll be on the phone 2-3 hours with a chick. Now, I mean, it works. Like he be getting lifers, but I just be like, yo, how you be on the phone for 3 hours talking? Like if you making moves, you got things you doing. You don't have the time to be on the jack 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Talking to one particular person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I'm just ranting real quick.
It reminds me of a story that I think I told you about this back with a tourist chick I used to deal with. I was actually at a hotel with a young Jamaican chick, and I finished smashing her. And I was just chilling with her, but the tourist chick hit me up and was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'm just at the hotel, just finished, whatever with this chick here." And I was like, she was like, "Well, you can hit me back whenever you're done." I said, "No, you can come on through. I can scoop you up." And I thought she was gonna be turned off from it. But just the fact that I kept it real and honest with her,
yep,
which is something that most guys don't do. She was like, "Sure, yeah, I'm gonna drop this chick off and I come scoop you up." And it was no pressure. And I got her the same night too.
See what
But
I'm saying?
it's because you got to think from their standpoint. They're used to guys not keeping it real, not speaking the truth, lying about some bullshit just to get the pussy, rather than just being authentic. So when they come across that, it's almost like coming across a man that's honest and straightforward and direct. It's like coming across a virgin trinity for a man. It's rare. It's extremely rare because most guys be faking their ass off just to get the pussy, and they don't realize until they have those experiences. So you had your experience and I had my experience, and we realized, wait, you can get more out of her just being honest. But until they have that experience, they're not gonna realize that. They'll just think, oh, well, no, let me just say whatever to play nice to get the pussy and all that shit.
Hey, let me address the chat, and then let me say something that I realized, saying by the age of 39. So Adelina, what up with you? Appreciate you, especially calling out all the ladies, the other ladies in the chat. They secret watchers and all that. But yeah, definitely get the likes up in here. Definitely get the likes. So TOP, I see you, man. Esoteric, he said they want to compete for the highest perceived value men. But of course, exactly. Like I heard a chick on a panel say the other day, matter of fact, on Afi's panel, she said she'd rather have a man who's already got his stuff already accomplished. You know what I mean? She's not trying to really build with a dude. You know what I mean? And that's another conversation for another day. But and I'm not mad at her for saying that. I get it. You know what I mean? That's kind of why I believe, like, what they call May December marriages or a relationship work. Like, an older dude with a younger chick. You know what I mean? A dude who's like, let's say 40 with a chick who's in her 20s. Like I can see how that might work. TOP said 15 likes, 27 watching. Exactly. Don't add up. Yeah, there'd be a lot of secret watchers, man. Yeah, that's how I be in real life too, man. Like one of the things I realized about this YouTube thing, this microcosm is really like a macrocosm in my life, man. Like a lot of people watching, you know what I'm saying? From the bushes, you know what I mean? They got their eye on me, they got information about me, but I'm already used to this, man. I'm accustomed to meeting people and being like, me introducing myself and they be like, yeah, I heard of you. Or
Just sitting there watching, not saying shit.
Yeah, like, yo, how you even know me? You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Exactly what it says. It's clout absorption. They trying to just be in proximity to absorb some of that clout.
Yo, a lot of that, yeah, we gonna go on different avenues on this episode. Yeah, we'll talk on what you just said, because I noticed that at my job, man. Because long story short, I am who I am at my job, right? And I noticed like everybody wants my undivided attention, fam. Like everybody wants to have a little conversation with me here. I'm looking like I gotta go somewhere, but you still want to talk about this, and it's like, yo, everybody want to talk with me. Why is that? And I think it ain't to brag to boast, but it's like I have a very open and warm personality. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very non-judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Like and I'm very logical also. And that could be comforting to a lot of people too, man. But and I've said it before in a lot of panels, like for some reason people are just, I have a gift where people just like I give the energy of therapist, for lack of a better term. And I've had strangers when I used to live in Philly, you know what I'm saying, and I had to use the public transportation system. I would have strangers like sitting next to me or walk up to me and just start talking to me. And within 2-3 minutes, they're telling me like deep shit about their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and in my head, I mean, I've learned how to keep a poker face, but in the inside, I'm like, yo, I just met this dude. This dude is telling me like his wife but I think it's my face too, because truth be told, like I keep saying, I'm 39, and I'm gonna go back to something that you just said, because I just remember something real quick. I'm 39, but a lot of people think I'm younger than I am. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, they kind of talk to me, a little different. And funny thing is, my last name is is Cherubin, and cherub means, what I'm saying, baby angel and all that. But I'm getting too deep. So rewind. You said something about dudes being they be being fake and all that. There's a chick that I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying, for my job, and that's exactly what she was saying, man. The problem is a lot of dudes nowadays, they be faking it. You know what I'm saying? Whether what they say, whether how they present themselves, you know what I'm saying? And right. and the conversation veered to we really have to start making a clear distinction between a grown male and a man. They're not the same.
Nah.
Because a man is not gonna have a seed and bounce. You feel what I'm saying? You know
right.
What I'm saying? Like he gonna, first of all, he wouldn't put himself in that situation where he have to make that decision. But whatever the situation is, if he's in that situation, a man is gonna take care of his seed, because that's his seed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
A lot of males, there are many. I feel like there are more grown males out here than men, and because of that, like it's almost like they represent all of us. So I find myself when I watch panels and I hear chicks talk about, men will drop their seeds anywhere, and they're not gonna take care of the kids. I'm like, yo, where? And I'm like, yeah, I know where. I know what you're talking about, but that's not the majority though, because I'll tell you right now, 90% of the dudes that I know, matter of fact, I say 100% of dudes that I know who got kids in my circle take care of their kids or in their kids' life. They're not having kids around the world or around the state or the city without taking care of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. And a lot of these women are the ones who are saying that they're choosing they're males. They're choosing these type of males. And unfortunately, very few will come across a man because they don't even know how to recognize what a man is. The first difference for a woman to recognize the difference between a man and a male, first, is he educating or is he entertaining you? If he's entertaining you, then he's saying that you're the prize, you're higher than him. He needs to show you that he can prove himself worthy to be with you. But if he's educating, he's already putting you in the student position off rip. And most guys don't even have enough knowledge to be able to educate a woman on any topic. Hey. Especially because they're thinking about the sex. When you're thinking about sex, like you say, bro, you used to always say, put your dick in your pocket. Something like that. Is that what you were saying?
Yes. Put your penis in your pocket.
Right, man. If they would just do that, and then carry on a conversation. Like I say, in other words, treat a 10 like a 5. You know what I'm saying? Treat every bitch like a 3, no matter how attractive she is, and you'll have much better results. But if you sitting here thinking about the sex, you're always going to be entertaining. Always. There's no way around it.
Yep. He said more than 50% of black men are childless. Exactly, man. I mean, you know what it is? A lot of people, when you bring an argument up, whatever it is, see, I don't quote me on the exact saying, but I'm paraphrasing. There's a saying that goes, when you speak in general, and the person you're speaking to points to the minority, that shows a lack of like intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because why speak about the 10%? Why speak about the 15%? Like we're talking about the majority. So if we're talking about the majority of black men, the majority of black men that I know in my life with children are great fathers.
Right.
They teach their children. But let me get to the chat real quick. Top Chakra, he said more than 50% of black men are childless. Dennis King speaking facts. Guillermo Fernandez, facts, got to be the teacher. Yeah, speaking on that, got to be the teacher, man. The same chick who that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing, Freeport, man. I got a couple chicks. Yo, side note, I had this chick walk up to me. I said this in one of my chats. I had this chick knock on the locker room door of my job, yo. Happened to open up. She's like, yo, can you step out for a second? I'm looking like, all right. Yo, what up? She's like, yo, listen. Looked around. She's like, yo, I gotta tell you, I've been watching your videos on YouTube, man. I know who you are. I know you're the Red Pill Chauvinist.